Subcommittee will come to order. Welcome to today's hearing on Going Dark, Lawful Electronic Surveillance in the Face of New Technology. I would especially like to welcome our witnesses and thank you for joining us today. I'm joined today by my colleague from Virginia, distinguished ranking member of the subcommittee, Bobby Scott. And I don't see the Chairman Emeritus Conyers, but he may join us. Today's hearing examines the issue of the growing gap between the legal authority and the technological capability to intercept electronic communications. This is known in law enforcement circles as going dark. Going dark is not about requiring new or expanded legal authorities. It is about law enforcement's inability to actually collect the information that a judge has authorized. Simply stated, the technical capabilities of law enforcement agencies have not kept pace with the dazzling array of new communication devices and other technologies that are now widely available in the marketplace. Court-ordered electronic surveillance has long been a valuable tool for effective law enforcement. It is a technique that is used as a last resort when other investigative techniques have failed or would be likely to fail or would even be too dangerous to try. The judicial process that must be followed to seek a court order to authorize this type of surveillance is neither easily nor quickly obtained. There are many layers of review, many facts that must be established, and ultimately a judge decides if such a technique is warranted. Once authorized, law enforcement must comply with reporting requirements to the court that issued the order, and there are procedures to protect the privacy rights of innocent parties that may use the communication device at issue. The loss of this investigative technique would be a huge risk to both our public safety and our national security. Congress initially addressed the growing gap between what law enforcement was legally authorized to intercept and what they were technically capable of intercepting by passing the Communications Assistance for Law Enforcement Act. By clarifying the obligations of the telecommunication industry, this act attempted to close the gap and enable law enforcement to address the electronic surveillance challenges presented by new technologies. But that was back in 1994. Since then, extraordinary developments in communication technology have yielded new communication devices, new services, and new modes of communication that did not exist or had not fully reached their maximum potential when we first addressed this problem. CALEA, as it currently exists, does not address the contemporary challenge that law enforcement agencies face when attempting to legally intercept electronic communications. This issue is not unique to federal agencies, but many of our state and local agencies may be at an even greater risk of going dark because many of them do not have the financial resources or the expertise to resolve interception problems. Interception solutions are not cheap, and one size does not necessarily fit all. The competition in the communication industry has yielded a shift from standardized to proprietary technology. This often requires law enforcement agencies to develop individual interception solutions that may or may not work in other instances. The debate on how best to modernize the law and ensure that our law enforcement agencies do not lose this valuable investigative tool will not be easily resolved. Balancing privacy interest, ensuring continued innovation by the communications industry, and securing networks from unauthorized interceptions must all be a part of the debate, and they will all need to be factored into any solution. I am particularly interested in hearing about collaboration and information sharing among the various federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies as they attempt to efficiently find solutions to the interception challenges. I welcome our witnesses and look forward to hearing their testimony. I now recognize for his opening statement the ranking member of the subcommittee, Congressman Bobby Scott of Virginia.